to go through some tips and tricks about creating a title block. So to create a new title block, we'll need to go to our Drawings tab and Drawing Libraries. We'll need to make sure our type is set to title blocks, and we'll select New. Now, before starting to place my CAD, I always like to start off with the appropriate paper size for the title block I'm creating. So I'll generally pick what I'm using most commonly for this title block. Sometimes you can make your title block stretchable that it'll work with other size papers. However, sometimes depending on that layout, you may need to create a title block per paper size. So to change my paper size, we can right click and go to Properties and Paper. And here we can select the appropriate paper size. I am just going to use letter and landscape. Another thing I like to do is use grid snap. Right now I'm set to 1 inch. I'm going to make it a bit smaller just for snapping, for placing my CAD to make everything a little bit easier. And you may find that you want to adjust that grid size based on what you're doing at any given time. So I'm going to start off with 1/8 of an inch. Now I'm going to place a rectangle just as a border around my paper. Now if I select that rectangle, you'll notice that it automatically snapped to the left, to the right, and top and bottom. So what this will do is automatically stretch with our paper size. Next, I'm going to place some CAD. And I'm going to come down to my bottom corner, and I'm going to select in my corner here, and I'm going to say some auto text. So I'm going to say my page number, space of my total number of drawings. And you'll notice by default, my insertion point is from the left-hand side. I can select that and go from the right. And because I'm placing in that bottom corner, my origin is automatically locking. So keep this in mind when you are drawing. Just check to make sure that is correct so that when I stretch this title block, it'll automatically adapt with it. And you can place additional text, and sometimes you'll find this auto text. Obviously, my drawing number and total pages are going to be a bit smaller than the text there, so sometimes you may have some overlapping lines. I'm going to add some additional text here. I'm going to say page, and I'm going to leave that snap from the left-hand side. Now when I draw my lines, that encase my page number, again I'm going to double check to make sure that the snapping is correct. Let's say I've gone ahead and drawn everything I need for this title block. We'll hit return and make sure you save this. To apply that title block to our drawing page, we can right click, go to Properties, and go to Title Blocks, and we'll see my new title block has been created.